The Korean War is largely known today as the Forgotten War. It's usually eclipsed by World War II on one end and the Vietnam War on the other end. The war lasted for 3 years, and it's still going on today. Even though an armistice, a ceasefire, was signed in July of 1953, there's never been a formal end to the Korean War. In June of 1950, Communist North Korea invaded South Korea. The North Koreans very quickly overwhelmed almost the entire Korean peninsula, leaving only a small area at the southeast corner known as the Pusan Perimeter, which remained in South Korean and United Nations hands. The United Nations commander, Douglas MacArthur, leads a counterattack to break out of the Pusan Perimeter and reverse the tide of the Korean War to that date. Instead of launching a breakout attempt from Pusan, what he does instead is to launch an amphibious assault behind North Korean lines at a place called Incheon on the western coast of the Korean Peninsula. His reason is simple. No one expects the attack to come at Incheon. In presenting the plan to the Joint Chiefs, the point is made that if you drew up a list to every potential obstacle to an amphibious operation, Incheon could put a check mark in every box. This is the reason why the North Koreans are not expecting an attack at Incheon. That's the exact reason why MacArthur selects Incheon. The 1st Marine Division will go ashore in September of 1950, supported by the 7th Infantry Division. The Marines will fight their way ashore at Incheon, move eastward, recapture the capital city of Seoul. As they are doing that, UN forces break out of the Pusan Perimeter, head north, link up at Seoul. At that point, UN forces cross over the 38th parallel into North Korea. The race is on to the Yalu River. The Marines wind up over in northeastern portion of North Korea, near a place called Chosun Reservoir. Towards the end of 1950, the Chinese will enter the war on the side of the North Koreans. They will cross over the Yalu River, push back MacArthur's forces from the Chinese border. They isolate the 1st Marine Division at Chosun Reservoir. The Marines, as well as elements of the 3rd and 7th Army Divisions, have to fight their way out of frozen Chosun, as it becomes known. They will make their way to the coast. They are evacuated at Hungnam. One of the Navy corpsmen who is fighting with the Marines there, both at Incheon and at the Chosun Reservoir, is a fellow from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, Daniel Heath. Heath is a veteran of World War II, Korea, and he will go on to fight in Vietnam. He serves 22 years in the American military. He fights with the Marines for 6 of those years as a corpsman, including his entire tour in Korea. He brings back from Korea this South Korean flag, which is signed by 22 members of his platoon that were there in Korea.